Yeah, Brent, I have a question and I kind of know the answer, but I just want you to tell me that everything is gonna go well, basically. You know, the thing is in the past years, I've always been a very tired person, but after Kundalini, like the level of fatigue is really, really, really intense. And I've done, I've gone seen the doctor and I have to go see the doctor soon to get some blood tests. And I know that I have to let it go because I keep having these incredible synchronicities in my life that let me, tell me that it's okay, that I just have to let it go. But I'm human and I'm not enlightened at all. So from your perspective, since you've spoken to a lot of people who are going through this, and I hear that often, people have a lot this fatigue that goes with Kundalini. I suppose it's because your body gets restructured, or I don't know, have you seen a lot of people that after a while this fatigue goes away? And I know everybody's different, but I would like to get a job and I can't get a job because of that. It's so intense. So
Yeah.
would you mind saying a little bit maybe about the
Yeah.
experiences you've seen?
Yeah, not unusual at all to feel fatigued. Of course, I like that you're saying, you've been to the doctor and you're going that road. I think we all should consider that as well, because you can have all sorts of different reasons for fatigue. But I mean, if we look at it in the most simple way, emotions are coming up. Emotions, they have a physiological response in the body, tense muscles, beating heart, deep breathing, even thoughts, they require energy to have thoughts. So where does the energy come from? Well, it's got to come from somewhere. And so we can get tired through this process. It can be quite exhausting. As well, from the higher perspective, when we become tired, I think we're asked to honor the body's need for rest and to rest. And know that when we're in sleep, it's a state of non-resistance where the energy, the process can really carry itself out smoothly. And so sometimes we get tired to force us into a state of rest. For me in particular, the fatigue, I wasn't able to work. I felt a lot of guilt. I felt like, I'm not, I felt like I'm falling behind in life because I wasn't working. And I would keep hearing from the Divine Mother, rest without guilt, rest without guilt. Don't worry, just trust. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not lazy. And I would say, I don't want to be lazy. I want to go out and work. I want to do something with myself. I don't want to just be sitting around here like reading books and laying in bed and crying and stuff. And I would just hear rest without guilt, rest without guilt. And I just had to trust that. I had to give up the parts of me that were putting pressure on myself to, go, 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 get things done, accomplish things, and give up it all to God. And that was difficult, very difficult. And so that was an initiation. Now, when I really just said, okay, you know what, I give it all up, I give up my whole life. If I'm just meant to lay here in bed for the rest of my life, well, then so be it. Um, this is what God wants for me. Okay. Well, through that, I honored the rest. I went really deep into it. I let go of the guilt, let go of the anxiety about not taking action and whatnot. In time, the energy began to come back and it came back in a new way. It came back with inspiration, not
Mhm.
not this desperation to work. I'm inspired to work now. And inspiration, that's real like energy, right? I'm not forcing myself to show up and do the things that I'm called to do. And my plate is full and the energy is there. And I've seen this with many others, right? So when you're inspired, you have the energy. So our energy source is shifting a little bit from fear and desperation and the need to get things done, to prove to other people that we're, worthy and all this kind of stuff. Now we're getting things done out of inspiration because we're inspired, right? So it's a different paradigm to come at it from. But in order to get to that paradigm, we have to be initiated. And how do we get initiated? Well, we go through the rite of passage of truly honoring the need for rest. So that's what's coming to me to share with you. You're not alone in this. One day at a time, and know that you're going through this process for a reason and you'll be put to work in some way or another, some way or another. Okay. And for you, Catherine, I know you have some tendencies to heal others, right?
Yeah,
So
you remember, good
yeah,
memory.
of course, of course. And so, you know, um, you have some abilities, you're going through awakening process. It's not going to happen just so you can sit in your room for no reason. You're going to give your gifts in some way or another. Just have to trust that, okay? Just have to trust that. I know it's very difficult, but trust is the way.
Thank you.
Okay.